Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Mankind about when strong and independent women don't need no man. Let's jump into it.
This is amazing. I've never seen this many women in a park and still be able to hear the birds. Hey! Oh, that didn't last too long, huh?
You're not welcome here.
Yeah, and you're ugly.
Pick? What do you mean pick?
Like, which one of us do you pick? Like, he has muscle, but he has a small dong. I have no muscle, but I have a huge dong.
What about him?
Oh, he's gay, but he's down if you're down.
He's down.
Oh, well, I'm just trying to get a workout in, guys.
Oh, you're a lesbian. She's a lesbian.
No
Happy
worries.
Pride. Yep.
Have a good day.
Modern women have straight up turned the gym into a minefield where they want to approach her and leave her alone at the same time. And when she gets what she wants, she shames men because she just wants to work out, apparently.
Whoever invented these stringy gates was not a woman. Surely this could only be a man's idea. Whoever put barbed wire on this stupid freaking stringy gate, also a man. A woman would never. Ooh, I can't even shut it. Come on, come on, come on.
Only a modern woman would think that messing around with a gate made out of barbed wire while also cursing the men who built that gate would be a smart idea.
I mean, really, Keith Allen, you expect me to shut this gate? With what muscles, honey? What muscles? Ooh, I just want you all to know I'm not gonna be able to get this. I'm physically stuck. Said every bad word I can think of. Didn't help. I'm just gonna jimmy rig it. The best we're gonna do here today, folks.
You don't need to have spent a career in the Navy to know that those knots will not hold up at all, and yet she's acting like somehow she won a victory for all womankind here.
Okay, so you're a rocket scientist. That don't impress me much. So you got the brains, but have you got the touch?
Listening to men explain their blue-collar job, except this is me 90% of the time. Construction management is a little bit different than being an actual construction worker.
She legitimately thinks that because she has a high vis vest and a hard hat, that makes her better than the men who actually do the back-breaking labor. It's nice to know that she's willing to diminish the men for such a petty reason.
Cutting the pipes, you know, hammering things down. You're not blue collar. You don't look at you. You have makeup on. Your makeup is perfect on the fuck you.
If a woman tries to go into the oil rig, whatever field, a lot of guys are gonna straight up laugh at her, not even give her the opportunity to prove herself, basically be like, hey, you're a fucking woman, and more male-dominated fields tend to be more discriminatory towards women.
Where did you hear that? What are your sources?
Trust me, bro.
I don't believe you.
It's not discrimination, it's workplace safety. A woman's body is oftentimes not suited for working on an oil rig. If companies allowed her to take that job, she would get herself and a lot of people injured or worse for lacking the physical strength to do that job. It's not a hot take, it's just reality.
That's really weird because women come in and instead they're glorified. The opposite happens. They're not repressed, they're fucking glorified. Here's an example of this. Have you heard of the first female Navy SEAL? Do you know her name?
No.
Okay, she doesn't exist.
Gotcha, bitch!
That's why you've never heard her name, because even though the Navy has done everything in its power to recruit women to be Navy SEALs, treat them like fucking gold, put out every ad you can imagine, they want one in the worst way so they can be like, this is the first one. None of them can actually do the training. Not one.
Okay, look at that. That's gotta be embarrassing.
It's insane to me, guys, how a military would prioritize getting women in special forces positions as opposed to just getting the strongest people available, i.e. men. That kind of thinking literally puts millions of lives in danger, but hey, what do I know, man?
Their argument here of, but wait, they'll be laughed at. They have every government incentive on planet Earth to not be laughed at. Oil rigs will be given incentives, for instance, and women just physically can't do the job.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
The idea that men are better suited for certain jobs used to be, universally accepted because people used to have more common sense. It wasn't until recently that modern women demanded to be treated as equals, and yet they still refuse to do physically demanding jobs.
And don't let anybody fool you. In the blue-collar trades, everyone is welcome. As long as you can pull your weight, lift, bend, stand, squat, that kind of stuff. Maybe have an inappropriate sense of humor, a bit of a thing for getting yelled at. and made fun of and degraded on a daily basis. If you absolutely hate praise and acknowledgement for your work, but you love a little bit of overtime, or a lot, if you can settle a disagreement with another adult without running to HR, you know, those kinds of things. Just don't be a whiny little...
Modern women who enter into male-dominated trades expect the entire environment to just cater to them, but if you want to be treated like an equal, you're going to have to work on your banter skills. That's just the way it is.
Going viral online of a dozen women being asked the following question: do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. And only one said she thought women needed a man in their lives, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women, most of them said yes. So why do you think that is?
Because men are useless.
Stupid fucking idiot, red-shirted ass.
Men work their fingers to the bone to make sure that women have food, fuel for their cars, not to mention electricity in homes, and the only thanks that these men get is to be called useless. It's insulting.
You know what's crazy about this is this guy will have to go home and act like his wife's day was harder than his. Try to keep a smile on his face. Because if he doesn't, that'll be trouble.
And this is the best that you can...
Let's go, chop, chop. Here we go.
Many hours later.
Oh my god, I'm so impressed.
This woman clearly does not get out much if she's impressed with another woman's ability to be able to barely operate a hammer without finding a new and creative way to turn it into a catastrophe.
That's a pretty low bar.
Lift it up, lift it up.
I think I'll pull it out if I pull one.
How long are the nails compared to like how deep does it go?
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Meanwhile,
My vision starts to go all colorful. That I just came in my pants.
The biggest difference between this man and that woman is that the woman will get words of encouragement to keep trying to figure out the nuances of using a hammer, and the guy will get crap for not hammering in the nails fast enough.
Du, där kan du inte parkera.
We're fucking sharing a brain right
I
here.
think is more dangerous, a woman with a gun or a woman in a car?
That is tough. That's a tough one, all right.
a few moments later.
This woman is a police officer. She is expected to patrol the streets and enforce the laws, and she just got defeated by her own squad car guys.
My Volvo XC40. Look at this 360 view.
I think is more dangerous, a woman with a gun or a woman in a car?
With the car.
With the car.
If the lady have gun, she will think twice, 3 times, 4 times to use it, you know?
Yeah.
But if she's in the drive, she will never think.
Well, first let me say, I think you guys make some really interesting points.
Even though these women show that these women are dangerous behind the wheel, the idea of women like that having access to firearms is the stuff that nightmares are made of.
Guys, if you don't know this, when you're walking in the city with your lady You're actually supposed to walk closer to the road. Men are supposed to walk, yes, because we as men have to protect our women from other women drivers. It is dangerous. Okay. If you like that advice, I'm writing a book. It's called How to Make Women Calm Down.
Even if men were walking on the proper side of a sidewalk, his woman will still find an excuse to rip into him for not walking close enough to the road. Yes, many modern women are that petty, guys.
So this man is being criticized for potentially putting his life and the life of his daughter at risk. There are 150 students in the school, 50 staff members. Waters are rising. You know, the building might get swept away. And what does this dad do? He goes, gets his daughter, puts her on his shoulders, and wades through the water. Look, this is what men do. This is what men have always done, and I don't know what's happened in the past 50 years where people forgot that this is what men are supposed to do. This is the standard. This is what you're supposed to do. So if there's ever a question about, like, should I act? Yes, you should. Evil conquers, evil wins. When good men do nothing, it's time for men to start doing things again. And these are the things that we are capable of doing. So, Dustin Nash, you are a freaking hero. Thank you for inspiring so many.
Apparently, men in the modern era are just supposed to wait in an unsound building while floodwaters destroy it, you know, because apparently risking his life to save his daughters is socially unacceptable. I don't know.
All a man needs is the same as his dog: exercise, companionship, food, water, sleep. Put your nose in a stranger's ass.
No, not that.
Shit in a park.
No.
Put your wiener up right now. We don't run around with our wiener out.
Yeah, we do. We do run around with our wieners out, and you would know that if you were a boy, but you don't know that because you're a girl. But we run around with our wieners out all the time, actually.
It's a scientific fact.
The bigger issue here is that this woman tried to shame her son, who's a child, on the internet for something that is private and doesn't need to be exposed to the entire world. That's just a mean thing to do.
This is a video that I found very soothing, even though it's very destructive. Oh, this is great. Just
yeah, dude,
rip
this
it
is
apart.
like pure my deep.
Just take it apart.
When I'm deep in like whatever you call my hyperfixation thing, that's so much fun. I want this machine so bad.
Isn't this just like whoop?
I could do this job for 50 years.
Right? This is wonderful.
Every day I'd show up, I'd hit my dad.
Flip that car, you piece of shit.
I would just pull parts off of cars for hours, dog.
Yeah.
It really is the simple things in life that make it worth living. If a dude had the opportunity to work a piece of machinery that was designed to rip apart cars, they would take that job in a heartbeat usually. It just sounds too awesome to pass up.
Just pick it apart.
I hate this car.
Aggressive Menace says, this is skincare TikTok for men. It really is. This is soothing.
Because like, axle just comes right off.
I love how easily it comes off. It's like you're pulling pork.
And everything has its own pile.
Yeah.
Like
it's so organized.
Oh, it's
no, I love
pile
this.
For every part.
No, I would do this.
Yeah. I don't know why. I watched this video probably.
The irony of all of this is that a modern woman would shame this place for being male-dominated, demand entry into that particular workspace, and then completely screw everything up because they believe that they know better. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves, guys. Peace.